All right, everybody, welcome. My name is Darman Chaffee, and I'm the creator of Speak and Get Clients. And today I'm so excited. I'm so honored to be interviewing one of our successful students in SGC. His name's Adam. We're going to talk about how we went from having an offer that was not so clear, marketing on Instagram, trading time for money, time for marketing, and selling one-on-one coaching, transitioning to that into building a very clear offer that's proven and tested, growing an audience of 800 qualified prospects on his email list and in his Facebook group, all from scratch within weeks, and how he's clear now right before he launches his brand new online program and stop trading time for money. Now we're going to automation. So Adam, thanks so much for coming and letting me interview you.
No problem, Marvin. Glad to do this.
Okay, beautiful, man. So why don't we start with just telling us your full name and what you do and what you're about as a coach.
Yeah, so look, my name's Adam Hager, and essentially I help entrepreneurs eliminate procrastination from their lives and help, 5x their productivity so they can scale their business faster. And I do this over a 4-week coaching program.
Very cool, man. Very cool. And so can I say off the bat, prior to joining the program, and you joined relatively recently, what was the main challenge you were facing in your business, the main challenge as a coach?
Yeah, I had no consistency with clients. I was getting clients here and there, but I didn't know I was going to get clients. So I was just doing outreach, messaging, and I thought I was clear in my offer, but I realized that I really wasn't.
Yeah. And what else what was that causing you in terms of friction in the business? Because you had just started, right? So you had started the business. How long did you start prior to us talking?
I was doing 4 months.
4 months. So 4 months in your business, and you were getting clients.
Yeah, I was.
You had some clients that had paid you, but you were charging low ticket for the program, and it was one-on-one. Yep. And your main method for getting clients was Instagram, I believe?
Solely Instagram.
And I just had a flashback memory. Remember that one time you pretty much the first coaching call I think you came on, where you're it sounded like you just wanted to learn how to get close the clients instead of building a foundation for your business. And I remember you came on, you're yeah, so how do I close the sale? Whatever, I have 2 calls tomorrow. And remember, I'm well, go to the training, take the high ticket thing, and you're well, here's what I do right now. And you're it's half-half. Sometimes they hate me for doing this, and sometimes it's good. I heard it, and I'm yeah, bro, this ain't good. We got to fix this, man. But you're open about it. You're coachable, man. So what was the kind of friction you were getting with that problem? The fact that you didn't have a consistent way of getting clients. What was that doing to your business in your life?
Well, it was demotivating me because I knew what the end result I wanted. It was frustrating because I thought I was doing it correctly. I even hired somebody to do outreach. I spent hundreds of dollars to hire somebody, and I got nothing from that. I got no leads. I got a few people interested, but nothing qualified. So I was kind of spinning my wheels, and it was frustrating.
Yeah, man, and I'm happy you're saying that. That's honesty, right? When you try methods that aren't working, you start to doubt. Should I do this?
Yeah.
And so you're cool. You're a hero to me, man. Because some people are watching this thinking man, I'm at the verge of quitting because I thought I could spend a few $100, get a call center to do Instagram DMs and close a bunch of sales. But it's ludicrous if you've never got trained on how to do any part of this, right? It's not that the method doesn't work, but it's you had so much off. Even the clarity, man. The first thing we worked on was just offer clarity. Is this really who you're helping, what you're helping them do, how you're helping them do it? So that's awesome. So let me ask you this, man. When you were going across all the different programs, you could have invested in any coach, any program. Yeah. Why specifically did you choose SGC and working with me and my team over any other program?
Yeah. So I only followed your Instagram, right? That was all I was on Instagram. So I've seen your content, and I saw one of your offers one time to talk and get on a call. And I was really impressed with your prep resources. I've seen a bunch of coaches, and you're the only one that I've had really great prep resources before the call that you have people go through. So I was impressed by that. And then after talking with you, I just felt it hit all the boxes of the stuff that I was looking for. And I knew it was a system, and that's what I didn't have. I didn't have a system. So after we clear that up and a few of the concerns I had, it was good to go.
Yeah. Yeah, man, that's clear. I remember we got on the call too. You spoke to my team, then I called you after. And I remember talking you're a smart guy, and you're putting in the work. It's not that you can't work. It's but when you're fueling, tell me if you like this analogy. It's actually good. It just came to me. It's when you're working really hard, it's pouring water into a tub with the drain open. If you don't have a system,
it gets away from you. Yeah.
Yeah. It's you don't have any system, nothing to catch the leads, no systematic or automation in your process, in your business. It's you're you're trying to fill a tub with the drain open. And is that how you felt? Like, I don't know, like, is that how you felt? Like, it's like, you can't, no matter what you're doing, it's draining no matter what, because there's nothing catching it, you know?
Yeah. Well, or it looked like it was gonna go up, but then it didn't. Like I get a client, but then there's no repeat.
Oh, the volatility, man, of uncertainty kills you. And look, I know the feeling too when I started and I didn't know what I was doing. So, okay, cool. So let me ask you this, man. Was there anything specific, like you joined the program, obviously, and then when you came in, was there anything specific about the process, the program, the training, the calls that was specifically effective for you, like that worked the best for you? Like, why was it so effective for you to get it done?
I think two things stand out. One is like the whole clarity. It basically forces you to be clear and prove that your offer works, that there's a need for it in the market, which was just a step that like I maybe was subconsciously avoiding or just assumed I knew how, but like you had to do it and it forced me to do it, which was necessary, and that really helped. Also, my big concern was like, I don't know how to do an audience. Like, am I going to get an audience? And I feel like the program with the funnels and all that really helped tackle me to build an audience. And those are my two favorite things from it.
Yeah. Yeah. And you grew pretty fast of an audience. So which leads me to want to ask, you know, as a result of implementing our program and what we teach, what was the outcome? What were the things you were able to do in your business in a short period of time?
So look, like I said, I didn't even have a Facebook. So in 3 weeks, I went from not having a Facebook to having a Facebook group with over 100 members that are qualified. And then also having an email list, like an actual email list of qualified people that is about 800 people now. And it has started from zero about 3 weeks ago. So it's been like a really quick progression, and it's been great to see like the system's working, and it's exciting.
Yeah. And by the way, you didn't even have a Facebook account, right? Like you didn't use Facebook.
No, I didn't use Facebook. Like that's why I was on it.
Take this in. Like, if you're watching this, think about how crazy that is. He went from never using Facebook, not even having an account, to not only creating his Facebook, building a group, creating a group community on Facebook, and then running Facebook ads from an account you didn't even use three weeks ago. That's insane. Some people, man, they got Facebook. I barely use it. I have 500 friends. You had nothing. That's insane. And yeah, man, you're leading that. Your audience growth funnel is crushing it. Let me ask you this, you know, in the process of the coaching calls, because, you know, me and you, we talked a lot on the coaching calls every week. How did that help with getting this result? Like, what about the coaching calls where were good for you to help you grow the audience so quickly and just move so quickly through the program? Because you are.
I'd say it was 100% necessary. Like I went on pretty much every coaching call. There was one coaching call I didn't go on. I was so bummed. Like I had to miss it. I was bummed. I was like, I was telling my girlfriend, I was like, I wish I could be on this coaching call. Like there was just like, I always had questions I was going through, and like you were checking things, making sure everything was going well. And like, I got to hear everybody else. Cause it's not just me on the call. So, you know, it's like, I got to hear other people what's going on and where they're at, and, you know, take that info and use it. So it was all really helpful to stack and get the momentum, which was really what I needed.
Yeah. And out of curiosity, and just a side question here, did you expect me to be this involved with your business? Because I know a lot of programs sell, and you think it's going to be like, not that my team doesn't help. Like my team also calls, right? You personally, you get one-to-one coaching from my team, and you get the weekly calls with me. But did you expect me to be that involved in the process with you?
No, I mean, also like you have like a set time limit, but like you've gone over that multiple times. So like, it's sort of just like whenever there's a question, like you're there to answer the question.
Yeah. And I think a lot of people get shocked because like we even had someone newly enroll in the program just recently. And I think it was because they were watching me coach you. So I'm just relating this to you because I was they were watching, they were, I think, on a call with someone that was watching the coaching call. So they were with the person during the Zoom, and I had your ad up, and I was reviewing your ad, and I was changing it with you, and I was fixing your audiences, and I was sharing the screen. Like I took over control of your screen. And I remember they told me after, like, the person was saying, they're like, are they like making the ad with them? And it's like, this coach like actually does this. And they actually ended up joining the program because they're like, I didn't know like someone would be that involved with your process. And it doesn't matter how many clients we have, we'll always do that. I mean, so it's not like general strategic advice. Like that's important, but like getting in the fields with you, man, is important too. Yeah, I just wanted to ask about that because I know like the training's really easy. Like you said, it's clear to go through, but I've seen a lot of the breakthroughs happen when we were on calls. Like I reviewed your origin story with you, your ad copy with you, your funnel with you, going through every single tiny thing. And so the results show like you're doing great, man. Like I want to take a moment just to acknowledge you and give you credit This is not just about how SGC is great, but you're great too, man. You're putting in all the work. Like,
Thank you.
when no one's watching behind closed doors, you were putting in the fucking work, man. So it's inspiring. I just want people to watch this and be like, man, it's two sides to this. You got a system with us and you got our support, but Adam here is taking advantage. You know, he's like really full out doing everything he can to make it work. And how quickly now are you moving? You're about to launch, right?
Yep.
And you got close to 1,000 qualified prospects in your audience. You have a bulletproof presentation. I remember seeing your presentation. Now let me go. This is going to work really well. And your offer is clear. The next step for you is to automate your program, right? So you can scale your coaching without having to give up more time as you do it. And we got to raise your prices. That's the next thing we got to talk about. Yeah, because we haven't talked about the high ticket yet, but we're going to do it, man. We talked about this on the last call, actually. What am I saying?
Yeah, we touched it. I asked you, yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna see, man. Your first high ticket, you're gonna close. You're gonna be like, oh, that was probably easier than selling low ticket. Different type of clients. So let me ask you this, man. So thanks for sharing that. So you grew an email list of 800 people. You got clear on your offer. You got super niche. You built a Facebook community. All this, and there's a lot more sideline things that you got really clear with your presentation strategy, all this stuff. But let me ask you this. That's your business. But how has your life changed since joining the program? Like, how has it affected other areas of your life just from getting more focused in your business like this?
Yeah, before I was doing this, there wasn't I didn't have a clear end result. That I had a goal, but it wasn't a clear result. And then I couldn't see how I was going to get there. Now I can see how I'm going to get there, and it's exciting. So I'm more looking forward to doing the work, which is why I've been going through quicker. Cause I know it's going to, I can feel like it's working. Everything's going. And I didn't feel like that before. So I can tell that the momentum's coming, and I know in business, it's always about momentum. So I'm having that momentum, and I'm just feel like I have the purpose to keep going. And I know that, look, issues always come up, but I know when they do, that your team and you and everything is going to be able to help me overcome it when it does. And I'm going to be able to rise to the occasion.
Yeah, man. And tell me a little bit about this. I remember when you joined, you went through our bonus module, how to overcome mastering fear and failure, which is about becoming a non-drifter.
Yeah.
And I was impressed by you because one of your first posts in our group was about, hey, I'm looking to surround myself with other non-drifters. And I'm like, man, this guy actually went to the bonus mindset module. How did that help? Because that's a total left wing, right? People are buying a business program. They're not expecting they're going to get very deep psychology mindset training. How did that help you in growing your business and in your life as well? That training, that bonus.
Good question. I think that it just reminded me that what I'm surrounding myself in my environment with is always key. And I think we always know the sum of the 5 people you're with, etc. But it goes more in that. And I think that whole module kind of helped me got clear on some of that, and where I need to mentally focus my energy of what I should be focusing on and what I need to just let go, or is it important so I can be successful at this coaching business.
Very cool, man. So where do you think you'd be right now if you didn't take action and join the program? Where do you think you'd be today?
I'd be upset. I'd probably be angry. I'd probably be angry, and I'd definitely be doing the same thing. Look, I'd always be trying something. It's not like I wouldn't be trying anything. I'd always be trying, but I definitely don't think that I'd be having any sort of progress close to what I have now, this close to launching and all the prep and everything that I have going. I'd probably definitely be doing the same amount of money, and I wouldn't be having a bigger audience. That's for sure.
Yeah. Very cool, man. And you're coming from relating to a lot of different coaches who really just they have a job, not a business yet. Do you feel like you own a business now because you have the list and the systems, you have an email automation going, so when people enter your world, they get nurtured? Do you feel like you have a business now?
I feel like I have a business, but I feel like I'll even have more of a business when I have people working with me.
Yeah,
I'll build it up. Yeah.
100%. And that's it. It's in phases, right? First, you're like, damn, I got a system. Okay, I got something working. And then you get all the people coming and showing interest. You're like, man, I got an audience. And then you got the paying clients. You're like, man, I got clients. And then you're going to have the automated training. Boom. Wow, I got a product. And it's going to, and one day you're just going to look back and be like, damn, did I just make that much this month? That's going to happen, man. So let me ask you this. So I like to wrap these kind of interviews up with a really cool question, which is, imagine someone's watching this interview right now, right? Maybe they were you, and it's really important. It's like your old self, right? It was you prior to making the jump to join the program. You didn't know what you know now. Mm-hmm. So imagine someone's watching this and they're on the fence about booking a call and really considering speaking at clients. what would you tell that person, or what would you tell yourself before you joined and knew what you knew now?
Yeah. So one, I didn't tell you this, so I'm actually in the process next month or two getting one of my good friends to join the program to
Nice.
go well through the experience. But what I'd say is, like, if you're somebody who's like serious about your business, and I think there's a lot of people who are, and you're willing to put in the effort, like really actually put it in. And I think the most important part is if you know that you're coachable, like you'll believe in the program enough to actually listen to what Armin's saying, everybody's saying, then I think it's a great idea to get out, to go and join the program, because I think you're going to get benefits. And even if you have some of it figured out, I think it's the programs will be able to touch on the stuff that you're unclear on.
Yeah. Thanks, man. Thanks. I appreciate that. I didn't know that. I guess the program speaks for itself when people want to bring friends in and family in. You're like the third person this month that's told me about wanting to refer a really close friend. And, you know, man, I just want to say, like, I don't take that lightly. You know, if this is a close friend of yours, you have to have a lot of trust in referring someone, because, Nick, that's tied to you, right? Like, what they're going to get is tied back to, like, yo, you recommended me. So I really do honor that. I just want you to know, I don't take that lightly. Like, that means a lot to me, you know, cause it's a sensitive thing, eh? Like letting your brother or your sister or your best friend to go do something. So I appreciate that, man. And thanks so much again for spending the time to really share with us your progress, your process. You don't have to do this, but the fact that you are it inspires others, right? I'm biased. I'm going to say this program is the best in the world because I built it. But if someone else is using it, going through it as a customer, as a client of it, it's way more unbiased. It's way more true and genuine, because I didn't tell you what to say. You know, you're going through this and you're sharing. And I tell you, you know, prior to these interviews, I'm like, man, if it's crap, just tell people. Okay. So I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much for giving us your time with actually letting me interview you.
No problem. I really appreciate it, Armin.
And so if you guys are watching this right now and you want anything similar to, you know, Adam and getting similar results or similar help, then I'm just going to personally invite you to just book a call using the button on this page. Make sure you book a call, because on the call, it's free. And all we're really asking is to find out, you know, what your problem is, what we can do to fix it, and creating a strategy around that. And also, is there a fit for us to work together? Just like Adam was skeptical as well. He was on the fence. I know. I remember when I talked to him. I remember when my team was talking to him. He was really on the fence. But would you say, Adam, right now that you are happy you made the jump? Because you were on the fence too, man.
Yeah, I was on the fence, but literally week one, I was happy I was in.
Week one. So if you guys heard it here first, you know, if you are considering it and it's been on your mind for a while, you've been getting our emails or watching our YouTube videos for a long time, then please go book a call. Don't let another day pass without at least finding out if it's a fit for you. And if it is, we'll show you what that looks like. So appreciate you guys so much for tuning in to watch this interview. Adam McDinn, thanks, man. Go crush your launch. I'm excited to see. I'm probably going to do a follow-up interview post-launch. And for everyone else who's watching, man, I love you guys so much. Make the rest of your day the best of your day.